and welcome to Talk of the Block. I am your host, Jacob Luchies, and today we are going to be focusing on the topics of Special Olympics, Pan Am Games, and fishing. And with me today, I have some really cool guests. I have over here Bryan. Ian, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Ian is a Special Olympian and a fisherman, as well as I have Jeff Caughill here, who is a Special Olympics volunteer and as well as a fisherman.
Yes.
Thank you for being on the show, guys. Now, the Pan Am Games, it is the year 2015, and this year, the Pan Am Games are going to be hosted in Toronto, Ontario. 1,600 athletes will participate in this event. The Pan American Games are the world's third largest international multi-sport game. And Ian, I understand your wife was involved in this. Jeff.
Yes, yeah.
That's Ian. Jeff, you're not married, right?
No.
Thank goodness. Jeff.
Yes, my wife was a Paralympian. She went to 3 Paralympics, so Sydney, Athens, and Beijing. She's a swimmer, so her 2 main ones were 100 butterfly and 400 free.
400 free. Wow. Did she get any medals for that at all? Or?
Yeah, she got a variety of golds, silvers, and bronzes through the Olympics and different world championships as well.
Wow. How long was that? Pretty recent, or was it? I don't know, like 10 years ago, or?
She retired after Beijing in 2008.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. And Ian, you've never really heard of the Pan Am Games, right?
I've heard, but I don't have any experience, I don't think, with it.
You should watch it.
I'll check it out at Jeff's house.
I'll probably,
Yeah.
I'll probably check it out too. It should be good. Now, I know that you've never really watched the Pan Am Games, never really heard of it, but you are involved in something similar, and that's Special Olympics Ontario, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what the sports that you've told me that you've played are baseball and floor hockey. Now, how did you get involved into baseball?
2004, I first started and met a couple of my friends who were still in floor hockey with me, who were all talking about this baseball program, and it took place down at the far side Minnesota Park, and I went to try it out, and it was just as fun. Plus, got to hang out with more friends, and then started every year. Then there was competitions, baseball tournaments. That became more and more fun as we went on. Plus, we'd go there to practice and meet up with our friends. So, really, you get to meet new people. But when I first went down there, that's basically how it started. And my old coach was Doug, and he was a really nice coach. He loved me when I caught the winning catch in 2005 and got us the gold medal when I got 11 home runs.
Oh, wow, right on.
He jumped for joy. Never seen him happier.
So 2005, that was probably your best season, right? And that was like
for baseball, it was, yes.
Yeah, best season for baseball. Like, that was probably your very first one, right? Or
for the tournament, yeah.
Wow, right on. And then after that, it's just been pretty steady then, or?
Well, we've gone a couple new tournaments lately, but our players are different. We have new athletes in them. Rob Perrin and my friend Duncan, he's still in baseball. But really, you just go there to have fun, and if you do well, you do well. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
But the more people that you go hang out with, the more fun you're going to have.
Yeah, it's not so much a competition, hey, it's just
based on having fun.
Based on having fun.
Hitting your balls and making sure someone catches it.
Exactly, yeah. Hitting your balls out of the park. There you go. So, you are volunteer coach.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I started out, my wife and I were coaches for swimming, and then I decided to look into something for the summer sports, so I helped with baseball or softball, and then just this year I got into the floor hockey as well. So.
All right, on. Well, we are going to have a short break, and we will come back to the topic of floor hockey right after the break, and thank you.
Sounds good.
Talk of the Block. And once again, I'm your host, Jacob Luchies, and with me are Ian, Bryan, and Jeff Caughill. Now, right before the break, Jeff was just talking about floor hockey. Mm-hmm. And what were we getting back to again? Just the coaching part of it, right?
Yeah. There's a bunch of us volunteers. There's the head coach, it's Paul and Nicole. And then there's a bunch of volunteers from LU from the kinesiology program. And then just some random people that come out and help as well. And so, I don't know, I'm guessing there's about 30 athletes on the team. So it's pretty full gym at Grand Morgan there on Wednesday nights.
Okay. And so 30 people play, you said, right? So you just make sure that everybody gets a fair shift then? And
absolutely,
everybody gets playing minutes, and that's nice then. That way there isn't that whole bench warmer thing. 'Cause I've been on the bench a lot.
We also have different people pick out the numbers of people to go on each team. That way they can't say, well, he's on my team. You just get picked as you go.
Right on. So have you coached Ian before, playing floor hockey? Or?
Yeah, I've coached Ian with floor hockey and for softball.
And he's pretty good, eh?
He's all right. He's a bit of a goof sometimes. But
and you're not?
No
way.
It's all business.
I'm not a goof either. I'm a pretty serious individual myself, actually. And
that's good.
But goofs, they're the best to be around.
Yeah,
that way
it makes it fun for us volunteers.
The serious people can have a laugh. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, how did you get involved in floor hockey, Ian?
I started a long time ago with Todd Simon, my friend who used to live by Rogers. He told me about floor hockey, and it wasn't at Grand Morgan School at the beginning. It was at St. James, where I used to play and help people in basketball and help the kids out there. But then they moved it to Grand Morgan, and when it started at the very beginning, I got to meet new people, which was, always a good thing. Then having more friends, but on top of it, learning how to play better. Then they asked us if we wanted to be center, right winger, whatever. I chose right winging. I've done every single spot there at floor hockey now, but I did not like defense.
No, yeah. And what are you currently doing mostly for floor hockey? You're mostly in net, you were saying, right? Or
yes, I took part in it in 2011 is when I volunteered to go in net because we need a new goalie, and I have a 97% saving average now.
97%.
Some of my friends even bully on me and say, "Well, no wonder you blocked it. Look how big you are."
Yeah, you got any trophies from it at all? Or? Medals, yeah.
And we'll be going to Ottawa soon on May 7th.
May 7th, okay.
Yeah. My friend Joey and I were on the team. Duncan Boyd, Alan Warren, we're all going down there. Certain people that were in the Toronto trip last year when we won, and when I had that shutout against the Ducks 5-0, that was pretty impressive for my first year in net. And we had lots of new fast athletes. Amy, Steven has always been fast. But we all go down there to also have fun. And like I said, the volunteers such as Jeff, they come out and challenge us every Wednesdays. And to go through the drills with us, we have to start doing a little bit more drills, I think. I'd like to start a little bit heavier drills when they can shoot on us more so we can practice for the big games.
Mm-hmm.
But that's up to the volunteers and the coaches to decide.
So it sounds like you do make a big deal out of having a practice before a game, right? Just to make sure you guys are in tip-top shape.
Well, we want them to know our positions and stuff and their positions.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, we have the practices before. We normally go for about a 45-minute practice, plus we do stretching and warm-ups, just so your body can get better. Mm-hmm. I don't really have to put it that way, but just so you're warmed up and ready to go. And then you have more, fun also learning the new skills with the other people and the volunteers.
So anybody with any sort of disability can play, right? Any age group too?
Yeah, the age group doesn't really matter as long as you're, for Special Olympics, some sort of a mental disability, then you're more than welcome to come on out.
You said that there was a man who was in his 70s, right, that was still playing? Or
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
My captain Chico, he's almost 60 now, and he's still playing. So he's doing quite well, too.
Still kicking, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
He's in good shape.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
So besides that Ottawa trip that you are planning to go to in May, has there been any other tournaments that you've been to that were out of town or?
The Toronto one, that was the last one for hockey.
Okay.
That's where we would beat all the teams down there. I was the head goalie. My friend Dale couldn't make it. I don't know why, but no matter what, everyone had a blast down there. Good sportsmanship. The coaches were wonderful. Got to see some of the old teams that we played against years ago in 2005 that we even lost a gold medal to in the 6 overtimes, the Lightning, and they were taken out just after the first round.
Oh, wow.
So it was competitive, but it was fun.
So do you guys have you guys ever won a tournament before or come close to it or?
Yep. We've won in Toronto when we went down last year. That's why we're going to Ottawa, and if we win down there, we go to the Nationals.
Okay. What are the Nationals? I'm not really too sure what those are, but
Well, basically, when the big groups and the big games start and the gold medals are involved, we'll go gold, silver, bronze, whatever. You go down there just like we did in Toronto to participate, have fun, get to meet more people as well, as I've basically already expressed.
so that's like the next level, right?
Yeah, it's just like when you first start in actual hockey, I guess you could say. There's that AHL or whatever, and then you make your way up to the NHL, except this is totally different. The point is, though, you get to go to new places and travel, have more fun as well. Like I said, whether you win or lose, it's just about having fun, getting out there, supporting your team, especially when someone is down, and try to help them out every step of the way, no matter what. Try to encourage them to do better, and then they'll have more fun in the process.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys watched the Leafs game last night.
I tried. I recorded it, but I saw 3-3, and I never got to see the rest because it got deleted.
Well, they lost their 10th straight game in a row. And that team is still down, but I'm going to support them.
I just hope they bomb the rest of the season and can start from scratch.
I mean, Comedy Central may as well broadcast their games. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
It isn't pretty at all. Now, another sport that isn't involved in the Special Olympics, but it's something that you love to do, is bowling, correct?
Well, actually, it is involved in the Special Olympics.
Oh, really?
I'm in a Monday night league, though, and that one's not for Special Olympics. The Special Olympic one's on Saturdays. There's 5-pin and 10-pin.
Okay.
But I'm in 2 different leagues with other ones. Monday night, Galaxy Lane, 7:30. Thursday nights, I'm at Superior for 8:30, and that's with the actual leagues as well. And I don't consider it cheat because people say, well, you're going to the Special Olympics and you have a higher average than most others. That's not fair. Well, I got lots of friends in the Special Olympics that do the exact same thing.
There you go.
And I got friends like Dylan working in the back, and he's became a broadcaster. He's an awesome guy. Got to know him well. Just because we're on disability doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, exactly. And you're going to Timmins, right, for bowling if all goes well for you, right? Or
yes, if I can find a coach. Every single one I've tried to meet hasn't been around, and I paid my $700, so it'd be nice to go.
Yeah,
and that's
for
not
sure.
Special Olympics. That's to go down there, and if we win, I know I'll be on a team of a group of 5, so other people, one from Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, and I'm the one from Thunder Bay. There's someone coming in as well from Timmins, but I don't have a clue. It'd be nice to practice too, but I need to meet a coach
You a bowler?
who's willing to come down.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Cut you off.
That's all right.
But do you bowl too with the?
Not with just for fun. We go occasionally. This week I filled in for one of his friends in the Monday Night League. Guy got a concussion, so just filled in for him. I might join into a league next year.
Okay. Have you ever? I've only bowled over at 140.
That's all right. You'll make your way up.
I'll make my way up.
My best ever is 212, but I haven't bowled that high in a while. So
that's actually really good. You've got like a 300, right?
My highest game was 359.
Holy, yeah.
Just missed my 7 in a row by 1 freaking pin.
Okay.
But still got time.
Right on. Out of all the sports that we have talked about, do you have a favorite at all, or do you just love them all?
I love them all, but the fishing's not part of the Special Olympics. I would love to have a bunch of kids involved in that, even if I prepared the whole thing.
You would do that, eh? Just
I would.
Go the extra mile.
I'd take them fishing at Boulevard Lake. I'd take them fishing wherever they want to go, rainbow trout fishing, help them, whether it's competable or not. Just to get them out there to have fun would be a blast, and try to help them learn more how to fish properly, the proper way of catch and release, tail and belly when you're releasing a fish.
Yeah, but you'll just focus on baseball and hockey for the most part, right? And then maybe when you get older,
I am
knows?
older. It's time to do something about it and get them out there.
Right on. You're still young. Now, after we're going to go to a short break now, but after the break, we are going to be discussing probably Canada's most favorite pastime, and that is fishing.
Sweet.
So after the break, we will be back.
Action.
You get a chance to try many different things, anything from editing to camera work to directing and producing. So you can really find that area that really suits you, where you can really stand out.
The staff is great. They've all been in the industry for countless years. They're really supportive, just the perfect people to guide you into the future of your career.
Being in the program, you make lots of lifetime friends with, older, younger people, and it's just a great experience.
Right from day one, you're pretty much hitting the ground running. You're given projects that you probably didn't think you'd be doing until the last semester, and really you're having a great time doing it.
I've learned so much in this program, and I'm going to take a lot away from this.
Welcome back to Talk of the Block. Once again, I am your host, Jacob Luchies, and with me today are my good friends Bryan and Jeff Caughill. And right now, we're going to talk about Canada's favorite pastime, I suppose. It's not hockey, but it's something that we do in the summertime, and it's called fishing.
Well, you can do it spring, summer, winter, and fall.
Yeah,
that's
fishing.
true. You know what's a good fishing song? You know that song, I'm Gonna Miss Her?
Yeah, by Brad Paisley.
By Brad Paisley, yes, sir.
I own it and listen to it all the time,
Yeah.
especially when out on the lake.
Oh, I know it off by heart. If I'm in the boat and I have an iPod with a speaker,
Yeah.
that's my jam, you know what I mean?
I'm totally with you.
I understand that you are a fish whisperer, or somebody has called you that.
My brother started calling me that almost 8 years ago, and I just loved the name. Then he made a video of me actually called the Fish Whisperer, which was pretty cool. And I was excited to see that, of course. Who wouldn't be? And then all my friends that I've met over the years who wanted to start catching more fish, I just said, well, come with me. You'll be glad you did.
There's plenty of fish out there, that's for sure.
Stop looking at the date sites.
So, what I did was I found the fish whisperer definition on Urban Dictionary on the internet, and what that website said was a fish whisperer is a proficient fisher who knows not only how to catch all types of fish, but also knows what they are thinking and can teach others to do the same. So Ian is such a fish whisperer, he can teach Jeff how to catch whatever fish Jeff would like to target.
This is true. Yeah.
So you don't even need a fish finder. You don't even have to pay the, $2.40 at Canadian Tire for one, or...
Actually, I never paid attention to them because I never needed it.
There you go.
Caught my first fish when I was 8 years old. I've been fishing ever since. No one else in my family does it. And my dad actually hates people who just like bait. And he has a thing about treble hooks, too.
So he doesn't
does not
like
approve.
live bait at all. No,
No.
eh?
One time I was on my way to the movie with Jamie Gill. It was raining, and my dad grabbed Jamie and said, "Don't step on the worm." And he's like, "Jeez, it's a worm." He's like,
Yeah,
"He's
it's a
got
worm.
feelings too, Jamie." He's how he does not like live bait at all.
Yeah. I think worms like being on the hook, to be honest with you.
Especially in Boulevard Lake.
Yeah, they dance a lot on the hook.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like they're having a good time.
And
to
the
me.
bottom feeders, the suckers, they come up and attack it just like nothing, just like if they were having a cigar in their mouth on a break.
Yeah,
That's right.
Exactly. Yes, for sure. So now you guys have fishing licenses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Where, if somebody wanted to get one, where would you recommend the best place for one would be?
DNR Sporting Goods
DNR Sporting Goods on Memorial Ave, right?
by the complex, yeah.
And that is, also right beside Boston Pizza.
True.
So,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Good spot for supplies as well.
Yeah. Very good hooks and stuff and good spoons. There's hunting and fishing in there as well, so it's actually a good place.
right on. Now they give you the option of the 3-year and the 1-year. I'd recommend getting the 3-year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense. You're there, you might as well just get the 3 years and don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that way you don't have to come back in a year to renew it.
Yep.
Just do it in 3. Now for some people there is an exception, right? If you have a
Yeah, people with disabilities can avoid purchasing a license depending on what type of fisher they are. If they're just a recreational fisher, then they can just use a handicap car pass as their fishing license, or people that are blind or visually impaired can use their CNIB cards as their fishing license.
Okay. So yeah, if a game warden comes by, all you got to do is just show them that, and you're good to go.
You
What
got to be
is-
very careful too when you're going in the rivers, like the McVicker Creek, Mackenzie River, when you're going after rainbow trout. We discussed this earlier.
Yeah.
They got to be at least 27 inches because if you get caught with one under that limit, you're looking at a big fine.
How big?
About $1,000
$1,000. That's
because they're spawning in the season, for one thing. I think this is kind of dumb in my opinion, but there's for everyone else out there, for like me, for example, you can only keep one fish, and if you're a native, they can keep as many as they can get, really, which I think is dumb.
really how. And that's
And there's
that
no
is
size
a,
limit to it apparently at all.
and that is a documented rule, right? Like
Yeah,
Apparently,
you can
yeah.
look on the Government of Ontario website for fishing limits, and
Yeah,
you can only get the one rainbow.
and they can keep as many as they want, which I still think is pretty stupid.
well,
It's just because if we have to, they should as well.
It's just population control of the fish.
it's politics. That's
I know.
everything.
You go way back to the old days too, but
Everything's about politics. I usually catch and release. That's what I do, especially if I'm going pike fishing. To me, pike are a little too bony. I have eaten them before. I have picked out many bones out of pikes.
yep.
But pickerel and bass, golden.
Pike do taste really good though too. If you catch them in the spring and ice fishing, they're very
yeah.
tasty in the cold water.
If the water's like in the actually up until June, they taste pretty good because the water's still cold.
True.
Because spring basically comes at the end of May for us, really.
Yeah.
I just love to catch pike and bass because of the big battles.
Oh yeah, they just like to
They're
run
very
right into
aggressive.
right into the weeds, and they pull a good fight. Have you
yeah.
ever? I've lost a lot of lures actually. A lot of them were my dad's. My dad got mad at me. I had to buy him some lures.
Would you like me to teach you some fishing knots after?
You know what? I probably would. I
Alright.
probably would.
Yeah, he's got one really good one that he uses.
I'm not even surprised the people at DNR with. Because I used to work there.
So, what's your best fishing story, guys? Like, do you guys fish together at all, or?
Yeah, we fish at Boulevard or McVicker or even out at Sleeping Giant we go.
I took them out of my boat.
You got a boat? What kind of motor do you got on that boat?
Mercury. Used to have a 9.9, but it hit underwater reef and it broke down, which
Oh,
sucked. For
boy.
2 years I had to row, but it got stronger, of course. Some of the flab came off, but not as much as I hoped.
Yeah, what's But you said that when you went fishing, and that was by Sleeping Giant, right? You helped.
It's on Sleeping Giant.
You helped a little boy, right? Like
Yep.
catch his fish. Tell us about that one. I think it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, That day I wasn't in my boat. I was just having fun catching bass right off the shore and going in the water because it's one of those days where it's super hot outside and you want to enjoy the water as well. But I saw him. It's actually my neighbor's son. They live right next door to me, but they were out there for the summer enjoying camping and stuff. So I took Owen, that was his name, out in the water and helped him catch his first bass. Even though it wasn't a big one, it was his first one, which was really well. And I told him exactly how to reel in. And when the fish is fighting, just let him take it. Like, don't reel because you're gonna snap.
Yeah, right on. I've caught a few pike actually. There's a picture of me like way back in like 2010 holding like a 31-inch pike.
Nice.
I told my buddies it was 8 pounds, but really it was like 3 or 4. just to make it look better. But
I
Good
know how
old
that's
fish
done too.
tails.
what I did was I put it in front of the camera lens pretty much just to make it look bigger.
Mhm.
But
Well, for his
Nobody
first bass,
really.
I think he liked it because he was out the dock, not catching anything all day, and there was people that were actually being kind of rude to him, saying, "You're not catching anything," and I am. So I just went over there myself, introduced myself, said, "You want to catch some fish?" He's like, "More than anything." He's like, "Follow me."
so yeah, because you basically are the fish whisperer. You know where they are. You know how to target them.
Well, you got to be at the right place in the right time, knowing what you're going for as well. If you're going for bass, you want to be in the rocks, in the shady spots under docks and stuff, fallen trees.
Crayfish are great.
Mm-hmm.
What fish do you like to catch?
Personally, I like catching bass, and perch are my 2 favorite, but my wife likes the rainbows as well. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
And
So
they're a
you
good
and
battle,
your
too.
so, what do you like better, trolling in a boat or offshore fishing?
Personally, I like the offshore. You get to choose where you want to go off the shore. You can get closer into some of the weedier spots or rocky spots. Trolling, you're drifting along, you don't know what's down there.
Yeah,
whereas-
true enough.
So yeah.
Sometimes you can get caught by a rock too, and that's always fun.
Yeah.
But last question before we end the show, where would you reveal a secret fishing spot?
I suppose I could.
Yeah,
Be at the right place at the right time, use the right bait.
that's it. Eh? That's all you're gonna say.
Well, like I said, depends what you're after. If you want to catch big trophy pike, they can be caught right off the shore at all places. Down in Dryden, there's big muskie. Just around in Thunder Bay, I've noticed that there's a lot of them over by the Nebing. Big pike right off the shore. Right after work, used to walk down there, catch 18-pounders off the shore on Williams wobblers. Fast or chief, reeling fast, they hit because they like the flash, eh?
Oh
And they
yeah.
also get ticked off with it.
All right.
But I also recommend if you're going for bass.
Thank you guys. I'm sorry I got to cut you
Sleeping
off.
Giant.
Thank you for listening, and thank you Ian and Jeff for being on the show.
Thank you.
Wow, that went fast.